welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a wedding Q&A. You may have seen me asking over on my social media channels on Instagram and Twitter if you guys could send me some questions. So I've actually got quite a few. I was surprised, I got quite a lot of things asked, so that was good. So yeah, I'm just going to go through all of the questions and talk about my wedding in a little bit more detail, and then anything that springs to mind along the way through answering the questions. I'm just going to kind of do a chatty video if you like. So I'm super excited because I'm getting married on May the 10th next year. I had to think about that then because my birthday's on May the 19th, so I was like, but yeah, so May the 10th 2019, so 10 months away. Sounds like a long time, but it's gonna fly by, I know it. And I've got lots of things already planned, and then I'm kind of in this period at the moment where I can't really do anything else until nearer the time. So it's really exciting, really fun, and I can't wait. So before I get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up, and I'm gonna start on the questions. Also, if you're familiar with my channel, you'll notice that I'm in a weird kind of background today. I'm actually filming at my sister's house because I've come to stay. My sister, or one of my other sisters, I've got two sisters, has just had a baby, so I've come to stay and I thought I'd film this video. Question one was a Twitter question that I got from Jess Pardo. Sorry, I'm really awful at names. And she said, I'd love to hear about the theme and decor, and probably an impossible question, but which part are you most excited for? Looking forward to this video already. Bless you, thank you so much. So I'd love to hear about the theme and the decor. So the theme of my wedding is nostalgia. My voice is going. The theme of my wedding is nostalgia and retro toys. So me and my partner absolutely love kind of like funny toys from our childhood, and one of our main topics of conversation all the time is talking about things that we used to love and things that we used to have as kids. And I still collect like retro toys. I have like Polly Pocket, Sky Dancers, Furbies, and it's just something that I've always loved. I've never kind of grown out of that childish kind of nature. So we thought we'd bring that element into our wedding. We're both kind of little kids at heart with our jokes and the way we do things together, so it just made sense. Theme is going to be like toys, and we're gonna have loads of games on the day, and just we want people to feel like they're kind of like their childish natures coming out, and they can just like have a really good fun day. And yeah, that's basically it. The colour theme is duck egg blue, like a really pale blue as like the main colour, and then I've got pastel colours as like accents, so pale pink, mint green, lavender and yellow. Which part am I most excited for is actually a really hard question, because at the moment obviously my answer is marrying my fiance Chris, but I think that's an obvious answer. So in terms of being most excited, I think I'm most excited for the speeches and the first dance, because we've got a few plans up our sleeves and I just can't wait to see all my family's faces laughing, and that's the bit I'm really excited about. So moving on, my friend Louise from Digital Nomad Girl, she sent me a few questions. She's put things that are worth splurging on. So I have really kind of had to assess my budget very tightly. I'm on a really short budget, small budget rather. The things that I've not compromised on is the photography. I've got an amazing photographer called Chloe Lee. She's actually a friend of mine. I've known her for many years now. I'm going to say like 7, 8 years or something. She's an absolutely lovely girl, and thankfully she's done it on a slight budget for me because we know each other. So I'm still paying quite a lot for the photography, but it means a lot to me, and to have someone that I trust, I didn't want to compromise on that. I always knew that I would have someone photographing our day that I knew. What else? The rings. I really want to have a ring that I can have for a lifetime and actually wear for the rest of my life. And although things can get sort of marked and can be re-dipped and stuff like that, I really want something that's really good quality. So I'm definitely going to be spending some good money on a ring. A videographer, again, I'm really lucky. I've got a really good discounted rate on a videographer, and they're amazing. They're called Rick's Weddings, I think that's the right name, but I will link below any of the suppliers that I mentioned in my questions. And obviously the venue, so food and drink is a big one, and if the light changes, by the way, I'm using natural daylight, sorry about that. So yeah, those things, and everything else I'm doing on a huge budget, even my dress. So there we go. How to decide your vision and theme. So I think she's asking like how to decide, in other words like giving this as a tip, but I think I'm just going to answer it as how I decided, just because it's a little bit easier, so I don't talk forever. So I decided on my vision theme, which I told you guys, because Chris and I are big kids at heart. We're quite kooky, we're a little bit weird. We're known for kind of liking cute things and liking toys and silly little things. We've always collected like little robot toys, and I think ever since we got together. It's always been present in our relationship that we love that kind of stuff, so it just felt right. And I just thought, like, you know, everyone has a theme for their tables. Like, a lot of people go for like different TV series that they've watched, or kind of years of their lives and stuff, and we thought it'd be a really kind of unique way to put the table plan together and just bring a fun element to the day. Compromising with your other half or not. So Chris has been really good with the wedding planning so far, although I've kind of ran with it. I've put together like PowerPoint presentations, and I've obviously got a Pinterest board. I had one before I was even engaged, I know. So I've had like a vision since sort of before even getting engaged, but he's helped keep me on my toes. So he's very good at reining me in and saying that's too much, or let's go for it. And I think that's really, really helpful to have him there to kind of like, you know, rein me back in when I'm going like, oh my god, we could get bouncy castle, or we could do this, and he's like, okay, we need to think about this, and I'm like, okay. So he does bring that element, which is really good. I have kind of planned a lot of the little details, so like the decor and what I want, and he kind of is, he's actually just rolling with it. He knows that I've got a vision and he trusts me with it. So one thing he is doing, which is amazing, is he's designed a font face, because he's a graphic designer. He really wants a strong, he wants a first-hand approach basically to the invites. Like that's his thing. He can't wait to like put something together for us. So he's definitely doing that side of things. Twinkle McSprite, hello. We've been talking about weddings on DM on Instagram for a while, and bless you, you've been so kind. So yeah, your questions. What have other people wanted input with? I'm going to answer your questions as I go, so I'm going to read them and then answer another one. So people, I'm not going to lie to you, I've not really had a lot of input in my wedding with my family, because there's been so much going on. Like my sister-in-law's just had a baby who's now a few months old, and my sister Ashley has literally just given birth today. That's why I'm going to see her in a minute. And my sister also got married last year, and my brother got married a few years ago. So my family have kind of been there, done it. And although my mum, she's been really helpful with like helping me, she's going to help me collect things to DIY and stuff, no one's really had a say in what my plans are. They're kind of just, I'm just kind of rolling with it, and they're really helping with the hen. They're going to plan the hen party, but other than that, it's kind of been a little bit just me and Chris at the moment. I'm hoping that they help soon, because I need it. So if you're watching this video, fam, please can you just like help me a bit more. What's going to be DIY? So I've had this question from a few people, and I feel like it's a big question, so I'm going to answer that in a minute. How did you both meet? So me and Chris met at university. We've known each other for about 8 years now. We've been together for 7.5, and yeah, we met at uni. We both did illustration together. We were on the same course, so I instantly liked the guy. I thought he was funny. We had the same music taste, and a lot of the time we'd be listening to each other's music and sat together in kind of lectures and stuff. So yeah, it kind of just blossomed from there. It started as a friendship, and then you know, after a few months of it being a friendship, I realised I liked him. So yeah. Are you doing anything different and quirky that you can share? I'm happy to share. Different and quirky, so we're not having a top table. In terms of tradition, I'm not really a traditionalist in terms of like it has to be a set way of the day. I'm not getting married in a church either. I'm getting married at the venue that our reception is at, so it's all kind of very modest and very kind of simple but nice, and just exactly what we want in our day. It's just a really sweet place. So in terms of venue, it's kind of very not corporate, but like it's at a golf club, so it's kind of like that venue where everything's all in, the food and drink and everything, which we never thought we'd go for, but I'm actually quite happy that we did. Just makes the process a lot easier. And then in terms of things that are different, the decor is definitely not going to be your usual wedding decor. It's going to be a bit outlandish and wacky and fun, and my dress certainly isn't going to be traditional, and that's all I'm going to say on the dress for now. She said like we had a pizza tower, for example. That's a bloody good idea. I was going to swear then. That's an amazing idea, a pizza tower. Like I kind of want a donut tower, like you know these silly cake stands and they're full of donuts, like multicolored rainbow ones or something. That would be cool. So maybe a donut tower or a cheese tower, like different bries stacked up. I don't know, something cool like that would be good. And she said you don't have to answer them all. Obviously I just love wedding chat. Well, I love wedding chat too. I'll get to the craft one in a minute though. Someone else put, what things will you be making / crafting, and do you have a colour theme? So I mentioned my colour theme is duck egg blue and the pastel shades, and the things I'm going to be making, so pretty much everything. So I'll think of some things off the top of my head. I've got some really cute love signs that I've been putting pom-poms in. I'm going to be making some kind of chandeliers with big, like, you know, those like hula hoop things. I've got some really sick ideas for that. I'm going to be making some frames and using my Cricut machine. So I've got a Cricut machine. Sorry, the light just changed dramatically there. I've got a thing called a Cricut, which is a cutting machine that you can input things on a design platform that they have like called Cricut Design Space, and you can make like typography, you can do like vinyl, you can make stencils, you can do all sorts of things with this. So we're going to be doing like our menu displays with like the Cricut machine. I'm also going to be making the entire centerpieces for the table. So we've got like balloons, the toys are going to be on the tables, so the name placards, like loads of stuff, like honestly so much. I'm also making a photo booth wall, like a photo backdrop, and I'm going to be using a mixture of like pom-poms, tissue pom-poms and other things which I don't want to say because it will give it away, and it's so bloody cute. And I also came up with a really good idea the other day, which if you guys want to take you can, but obviously hashtag Paige Joanna DIY. Because it's obviously a nostalgia, a retro toy theme. I'm going to have a doll's house. I was saying to my friend, like, we were at Peggy Pawson, which is a cake shop in London, and I had these little huts. I was like, oh, that'd be such a cute idea, like a little doll's house painted in my wedding colours for the wedding. And then my friend went, how about you make it into a card box for people to put their wedding cards and like gifts and stuff inside? And I was like, mind blown. So that is a project that I'm going to be working on as well. Lots of other craft stuff, but I just feel like there's just so much I can't reel it off the top of my head, but I've got so many ideas. So yes, I will keep you updated on that, and obviously be doing lots of DIY videos and stuff. Thank you. That was from I want to say Sade W, but SIADW. Thank you so much. And then my friend Sayana, she said, do you feel different from when you're boyfriend and girlfriend to being each other's fiancés? No, actually. I think it's just nice because I was waiting, it sounds ridiculous, but I became a bit of a crazy girlfriend, and I felt like I was waiting for the moment for ages. And actually I felt like as soon as he asked me, it was a bit of a weight lifted off my shoulders because I could stop being a naggy bitch. But yeah, as soon as we were engaged, it just felt right, and we're best friends anyway. Like, nothing's changed. We live each day, we laugh so much every single day. Like, he's just my bestie, and that's not going to change, I don't think. Oh, seagulls, hello. It's not going to change even when we're married. So 2, how did you know what theme to go with? I've answered this before, but yes, it's just ingrained in our nature. We just love weird, quirky toys and shit. 3, what do you feel most nervous about? I'm most nervous about both of our families coming together on one day. I love them both. I love all of our family members, but we're all so different. My family is so loud, and his family are like, I can fit them on my one hand, and it'll just be, I'm actually really excited about it. I think it'll be a really lovely day. Weddings always bring out such a great nature in people, but I'm just a little bit nervous about how the day's going to kind of blend, and how everyone's going to be, and I just want everyone to have a good time. I really take it on myself to make sure everyone's happy, and I know you can't do that in life, which I struggle with anyway. So I think in terms of wedding planning and making sure everyone is happy and feels important and feels special, that's really hard, and I'm really nervous. I get a bit of anxiety about that, so as long as I just make everyone happy, that's what I want. But yeah, anyway, thank you Sayana for the questions. And someone else put, wedding planning gives me a lot of anxiety, which I've just said as well. I worry about what others will think about the day. Any advice? So my mindset at the moment is that I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to make sure that me and Chris are at the forefront of this wedding, and everything we do is because we personally love it. And I'm trying my best as another anxious person to kind of like just see a bit of tunnel vision at the moment and not let other people's things come into it. Although I need the help, if anyone gives an opinion, I kind of just brush it off. But it is hard because I do get upset about things as well. Sorry about the seagulls, by the way. I'm in a seaside town right now, so yeah. It's all just about making sure that you guys are at the forefront, and I have had a few things that I've compromised on, like the top table, and there's other things that I'm trying to do to make sure that my close family feels special on the day, but other than that there's not really much more I can do to make sure people are happy, and they're just gonna have to bring their own happiness. Not everything is in our control, and that's okay. In terms of feeling anxious, I think there's always going to be a bit of anxiety around wedding planning because it's an excitement, and excited anxiety is actually okay. Just embrace that and just breathe through it and have fun. Make sure to have fun because the process is going to go so fast, and I'm just making sure that every single day I'm doing something that I really love and I'm finding really fun, and including people where I want them to be included. So yeah, that was from Sarah Dennis 91. Thank you, Sarah, and I hope your wedding planning goes really well, and try not to be anxious if you can. And then Cooper A. Lydia, she's put, hey Paige, oh this is really cute, I used to read your blog years ago and I discovered you again. Hello again. I'm getting married in September and I was wondering what parts of your wedding you guys chose to spend more money on, i.e. the honeymoon or certain parts of your day. Also, what parts do you recommend spending more money on? So I touched on this earlier. I was so lucky, I've actually won a 3-night stay in Marrakesh. So in terms of my honeymoon, that's going to be my mini moon, and then I think Chris and I are going to save up after the wedding because we just don't have enough budget at the moment to book something else on top of the wedding. So we're going to go on our little mini moon that we won, which is free. We got to pay for flights, but it shouldn't be over £200, so it's quite a modest amount. Yeah, we're going to go on like a bigger holiday, like a week holiday later in the year, like September, probably October time, so about 4 or 5 months after the wedding, just to kind of have something to look forward to as well, because I hear about the come down and stuff, so it'd be really nice to do that. So we haven't spent any money on a honeymoon as such, and just put money into things. So I love taking pictures and I love making memories and having those memories to look back on, because the day's going to be a blur. So yeah, I've decided to invest in the photographer and the videographer and the venue and stuff. And then To Be Adorned has also asked what I'll be DIYing on my day. So a lot of you are interested in my DIYs, which is really, really nice. And I'm just going to say the words pom-pom, and that will be present in a lot of places in the DIYs. So that's all I have to say. I think I touched on quite a lot of bits there. I hope you enjoyed the questions, and that's it. That's all I've got. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more wedding questions, obviously leave them below. I will either film another video or I'll just answer your comments in the comments box. I can't speak, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you're a bride-to-be, then just enjoy the process and stop letting other people cloud your vision. Just go with what you want, and as long as people feel special, there's not really much more you can do about people's happiness. You just have to kind of make sure that you and your partner are happy, and but you just got to go for it. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. There'll be lots of other wedding and DIYs and other videos to come. So if you like this kind of thing, then please show its support, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!